a businessman in the making, and a multi-millionaire of the future. Hi, my name is Ndabenhle Zondi. Good evening. My name is Ndabenhle Zondi, or as the Americans call me, Ndabenhle Zondi. I say the Americans because last year, I was fortunate enough to attend the Global Young Leaders Conference in the United States of America, spending 6 days in Washington, D.C., and 7 days in New York City. Now, as amazing and phenomenal this American experience was, I'm still as patriotic as they come. I support South African music, South African branding, South African businesses. I even go as far as to being the only Bafana supporter list. But whilst I was in America though, I learned a lot about social, diplomatic, and economic issues of the world. I had the opportunity to visit the American University, the Columbia University, the New York University. Between you and I, the best university that I ever visited was the University of Life. You see, when I came back to South Africa, I made it my quest to find out exactly what is this concept called life. And so I went to the guru himself. He stands at about 2 meters tall. He smells of the most expensive, yet cheap, cologne. This man claims he puts the word mental in sentimental, the word fun in funeral. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the living legend himself, my grandfather, also known as Nkulu. As I went to Nkulu, he began to take off his cap and he replaced it with mine. He tilted it to the side and began to tell me the 3 laws of life. Law 1, Nkulu says, success versus significance. In life, my boy, there are 2, not 3, 2 types of people. There's the black sheep and the white sheep. The white sheep want to be successful. The black sheep want to be significant. I said, that's nice, Nkulu, but what does that all even mean? Nkulu says, when one chases for success, it changes who they are and their lives. But when one chases for significance, it not only changes their lives, but the lives of those around them. From this I gathered that we truly need to chase for significance. If we look at the greats of South Africa, your Sibusiso Lopez, your Adrian Gorge, your Raymond Ackerman, my Nkulu, the very core of their being was the mere fact that they chose not only just to be successful, but to be significant. And so I urge you, chase for significance and change the lives of those around you. Law 2, Nkulu says, there's no such thing as unrealistic. Think about it. In life, my boy, we are the results of our thoughts and actions. Therefore, we can be and we can do whatever we want as long as we decide. And from this, I realized, ladies and gentlemen, that we need to have an unrealistic mindset. Again, if we look at the greats of the world, the very core of their being was the fact that they chose to have an unrealistic mindset. For me to sit at home and have an instant conversation with someone from across the world, that's unrealistic. Fortunately, those innovators thought differently. For me to get on an airplane and fly across the world, that's unrealistic. Fortunately, the Wright brothers thought differently. Have you ever asked yourself, what's the difference between the average and the greats? The average have a realistic mindset, but the greats have an unrealistic mindset. And so I urge you, have an unrealistic mindset. Yes, some people may say that you're a bit crazy, but Steve Jobs once said, the crazy ones, makers, the rebels, you may like them, you may not like them, but you can't ignore them, for they push the human race forward. Some call them crazy. I call them geniuses. Because whoever believes that they're crazy enough to change the world are the ones who usually do. So chase for an unrealistic mindset. Third and final law, Nkulu says, or rather, Nkulu sings, eat or get eaten. Makes sense. Every day in Africa, an impala awakens and realizes that it must run faster than the fastest lion, or it will get eaten. But underneath the same sun, the lion awakens and realizes that it must too run faster than the fastest impala, or it will starve to death. So no matter what, no matter who you are, when the sun comes up, everybody's running, everybody's hustling, and everybody's grinding. Who are you to sleep? Kulu carry on to say, the impala is running away from something. The lion is running to something. Who has the greater motivation? I said to Nkulu, well, if the impala is running away, that means once the lion stops chasing it, it stops, it relaxes. But for the lion, it cannot stop until it reaches its goals, until it reaches its dreams, until it reaches its impala. And so once again, I urge you, let's release the inner lion within us and chase our dreams, chase our goals, chase our impalas. So every time, every day in your life, when you feel beat down, when you face adversity, when there's no road leading to significance, find a cap, any cap, put it on, tilt it to the side, and remember Nkulu's words.